I'm just grateful. We both said we was gonna be here, and we are here. We are here. Man, this was a long week. I was helping out my sister Haley with her dance showcase. So she owns a dance company, and she does an after school program. So essentially, from 11 a.m. till about 7:30, I'm at a high school helping out, labeling. Dancers are coming. I'm coordinating all the volunteers and everything like that. Let's just say I had 11,000 steps at the end of the day. I had a period migraine, and I took some leave, and I knocked out as soon as I got back. Ugh, but it felt good, even when my 6 a.m. alarm went off. Even though I laid in bed for a little bit longer, like it felt good to know, like I'm waking up for myself. I'm pouring into my cup. I'm waking up for me, and especially involving physical exercise, physical movement in my mornings too. So even with the long week, I'm still proud of myself, and I'm still here. And Jada, how are you doing?
A relaxing weekend. Well, I wouldn't say relaxing, but I didn't really do a whole lot, so it wasn't a very busy weekend. And I started reading The Artist's Way. I kept seeing people talk about it, and I was like, "Dang, I been influenced? I have." And so I actually started off. I just borrowed it because I wasn't even sure if I was going to read it for real, but I was curious. So now that I got it, I'm like, "Oh, dang, I think I gotta buy this book now," because it is already kinda like it's very interesting. The affirmations are in it, which is so funny, especially because of the title, The Artist's Way. I was, like, reading the first chapter, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." It's like, "Kayla, Kayla, 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 Kayla." But, it's been interesting so far, and about just how, like, there could be blocks in your creativity and how like deeply they can go and even like how far back they can go and how it can convince you that you are not an artist, and at minimum everyone is creative. And so just being able to um like read it and also kind of see some of the parallels with Getting Unshy, I was like, wow. But there are some things in it that I would never have thought to do. And even just like the fact that it gives you things every week that are kind of like checkpoints, I guess, that really excited me too. Just because I feel like it makes me thank you for liking y'all. You jumped up to 14. It just makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something each day. Hi, Noah. And so yeah, it's been really interesting. But today is the third day, and I actually have to I'll tell you this one part and then I'll stop rambling so we can do our thing. But I have like this there's part to the book that you have to write something called morning pages. And morning pages are non-negotiable. Every day you have to write in these pages. Hey Jupiter, every day you got to write in these pages. And you have to write 3 pages each morning. And so I was like, "Whew, oh, that sounds a little rough." But also kind of I was kind of like up for the challenge, I guess. So I finished them earlier this morning, and then I ended up, like, going back to sleep for a little bit, and I got up and I was like, "Ooh, no, I gotta get up so I can do the, live." So, I was up, then I was down, now I'm back up. But it's been good.
So I really love that. I restarted, not restarted. I guess I'm doing again the magic challenge. So that's been nice, is having that just gratitude, just realigning myself with it as well, especially for the birthday month. Trying to get all the gratitude I can to me. Oh, I love that. So, good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for joining us live. Thank you for everyone that was able to like and join in. I'm not sure what time it is where you are, but it is 8:10 in the morning where me and Jada are. And so last week, just as a recount, I'm restarting my YouTube journey, and I'm just really excited to just be consistent, to show up for myself, and to show up for you all, being that joy influencer and really sharing all the great things that I know that I can. And one of those things that I love to share with others is affirmations. And Jada is truly, I feel like, the first person I've been able to influence with my affirmations. So love that for me because Jada's my favorite influencer. So it's nice that we get that back and forth. And affirmations, I always try to make affirmations as simple as possible, but I've realized one of the ways that I haven't really been showcasing that is really by sharing how simple it is to take a few minutes out of your day to affirm yourself, to transform the way that you see yourself, to transform the way that you think about yourself, and to really make sure that it's almost like a mental reset to make sure that you are showing up throughout the day in the way that you want. And as much as I've been able to see affirmations play such a huge part for myself, Jada has as well. And so I'm so excited that this week we are committed to going live every morning at 8 a.m. And we're going to be sharing just how simple it is to write affirmations. You don't need an hour. You don't even need really 30 minutes. If you can just take at most 15 minutes out of your day to just pour into yourself, to take a second to perceive what it is that you need to hear, affirm yourself with the truth of who you are, and then you have clarity. Come on, clarity for how you need to confirm your affirmations for yourself as well. So I'm super excited to kind of just dive in and show you all. It is 8:12. My goal is to leave for work no later than 8:30. So I'm showing y'all no more than 15 minutes because that really is my cutoff. All right. So, what I want to first just talk to is the off the page affirmation guide. So, that is a guide that I created that takes writing affirmations into a three-step process. So, again, those three steps are perception, affirmation, and confirmation. And again, when it comes to writing affirmations, I always say it's best when you're able to personalize it for yourself. Not to say that I know the affirmations I'm able to share, on socials really resonate with people and are able to help them really start that affirmation journey. But if you're someone looking to go deeper, if you're someone who is truly ready to get ahead instead of staying stuck in your head, this is the place for you. And the off the page affirmation guide is a tool that can really help you do so. So if you're interested in purchasing, definitely visit kaylatheangel.com. I'll update the description box with the correct information once we're off this live. But you are lucky because we are here today and we're going to go through the three steps together. So yeah. Of course, wanting to make this a collaboration between Jada and I. So, what I want to do now, I guess, for us both to kind of take a second to really just be honest. What do we perceive about ourselves? What are those things that have maybe been popping up that we haven't been addressing, but we need to, in a sense, you know?
Before I do that, I might have to come back in because I'm looking at myself now and I've been frozen for a minute. Am I frozen on your side?
As soon as you just said that, I was frozen. I'm frozen now, but you're not.
Talking? Because I can see myself moving now.
On the laptop.
Okay, you can hear me then. Okay. Because I was like, I'm like really frozen. Okay. Um,
Confirm. Can you hear me and Jada all good? If you can put either just like the stream, or let us know in the comments. We would greatly appreciate that.
Okay. I think that one thing that I definitely perceive that I need is it almost feels like um not clarity, but I feel like I need like a like I need to feel decluttered. Like yeah, I need to feel yeah, I need to feel more settled, or no, uncluttered is the right word, because when I think about stuff, sometimes I think about it in terms of clothes. So, yeah, I think that it is, 'cause that's literally where my brain goes to, "Oh, clothes." So, yeah, I feel like I'd internally decluttered.
On this last week, I think on the surface, I just need to continue to be more consistent with my YouTube journey. But then if I go below that surface, I need to show up for myself even if no one's looking, you know? Yeah, I need to show up for myself even when no one's looking. Mm, yeah. Cause like even just last like I really am proud of myself, but I just need to just continue. It's not like a okay, and then I'm dropping off and not posting on YouTube. It's like really finding the momentum to be consistent in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to be honest about of what you perceive you need to hear? If not, we got the whole week.
Right, we do actually. I think that that's where I wanna start.
Okay. So, as a recap, y'all. So, before we even take the time to write the affirmations, it's important to take time to really perceive what it is that you need to hear so then you can write the words that will speak directly to you and help you transform yourself from the inside out. So, as me and Jada are being honest with ourselves, we perceive that we need to feel internally decluttered. We need to show up for ourselves even if no one is looking. And we need to find the momentum to be consistent. Really like that. So now, when it comes to writing affirmations, I know most times when I'm going live, that's when I'll go like quiet and I don't really talk, but I am going to try to stretch myself to kind of try to talk through, as I'm writing and putting these together for us as well. We perceive a need to feel internally decluttered. From that, it's trying to find the truth that we need to hear that will help us show up with the right action to confirm it. And so I know for me, just even when I hear internally decluttered, I go to my mind where it's just like I'm thinking about a lot of different things. I have all these different ideas or thoughts and things like that. And what's coming up for me is almost like allowing yourself that space to release, allowing yourself that time to just like unload your mind, when you're decluttered. Sometimes it's not about trying to go in, sometimes you just got to get it all out. And then from it, being able to deduce the things that, okay, now this, now that, that shirt, that clothes, trying to find the thing. So, if I were to try to put that into an affirmation form, mm, I allow myself space and time to release my thoughts. I allow myself space and time to release my thoughts. I feel like that's one I've been doing better at, where I'll use my reminders app on my phone to just kind of like write down different to do items and things like that. So I definitely see that as one for myself to focus on this week. But what kind of came up for you as I was saying that?
I was literally one of the functions of it in the writing is that basically we're so loaded with like just thoughts, like things we're worried about, things we're fearful of, things that have happened to us that have impacted the way that we feel. All these things can create a block for your creativity. And I was saying that I don't know if I don't feel blocked, I feel limited. Like that was the word that I was using. And so as I'm writing, I'm like recognizing where the limits are and where the guidelines are coming from, and like the internal agreements that I have made that are no longer serving me. Like they're no longer giving me what I want, and in fact, they're holding me back from what I want. And giving myself freedom to explore those things so that I can actually understand them, and then from there at least make a decision. But I'm not allowing the decisions to just be based off of the fear. So yeah.
To me, my creativity needs room to grow.
Can I want to shift it a little bit and say I create space, or I create space for my creativity to grow.
It puts the ball in your court a little bit more.
Is I want I guess like the courage to stick to it and keep going, because I know that the consistency is I want to be consistent in this. So I want to have something that supports that.
Oh, I love that. And it was I create space for my creativity to grow. I like that. Puts the ball in your court, but it helps you know that you are capable of creating that space for yourself. And you are capable of truly cultivating and growing your creativity all on your own. And I love that. Oh, okay. I feel like that's really good. All right. I know one of our other perceptions that we see is I know for myself, I said, I need to show up for myself even if no one is looking. And I know for me, that really does speak to just me as a YouTube content creator, making sure that I'm showing up on live, posting, and things like that. And often, I don't know if it's almost like the reaction that I think I should have, or just it's like, ex- it's like expecting a certain outcome. And when it doesn't happen, I'm deflated, I'm upset, whatever the case may be. And I think I saw, what's that man's name? Kev. Yes, Kev on stage. He had been talking about how like he literally showed his camera roll. I think we were talking about this, where he showed that camera roll. all that content. And I think he made another post talking about you can't control the outcome, but you can control the output. You control the output. And let me then I can't control the outcome. I can't control who watches, who shows up to the live, but I control when I host the live. I control what content that I put out. And to put that into words that help me see the truth of it would be mm, I put effort into the output regardless of the outcome. I put effort in the output. I feel like I want to say that better, but I'm gonna just write that for now.
I feel like you want to like specify like the type of effort, right?
That's true. And sometimes, and again, that's the beauty of affirmations. I can specialize it. I put effort into my YouTube channel regardless of the outcome.
We what if we made it like a little aspirational? Like I create like hundreds of people are watching, or I create like like I already have millions of followers, or something that speaks to what you desire, or at least like the type of energy that you're going to give it, like almost kind of like practice like you're performing kind of energy.
Ready, preparing for what I know is to come in a sense. So I think with that, I would say almost something like I show up as an income producing YouTube creator. Because that is the goal. And in order to help make the goal come true, I have to show up as that person. hmm Looking, finding momentum to be consistent. I'm going to try maybe find one more to just kind of wrap this up for today. Kayla, what do you need to hear? What truth do you need to reaffirm for yourself? Mm. My consistency aligns me with who I want to be. My consistency aligns me with who I want to be. Or is it my consistency helps me show up as the person I want to be?
That when you said momentum, you're referring to like maintaining the pace that you've already set with YouTube.
Yeah. Finding momentum, finding I think I think it's like the pace, also like the energy almost of it. Like, I don't know, yeah. Momentum I feel like is that energy, is the pace, but it's also almost a little bit of the passion a little bit too, you know? It's just like that, just that the energy that it takes, you know, because I'm not gonna, YouTube does take a lot of more energy than any of the other any short form platform. I feel so it's maintaining that. at a level, it's maintaining the energy and consistently showing up for myself, maintaining that energy and showing up for myself. And what can I do? What do I need to hear in order to do that? Man, I can't remember what it was I just said. um, yeah, yeah.
It was about being consistent to be the person that you want to be, something along those lines. My consistency helps me to become the person that I want to be.
My consistency helps me show up as the person I want to be. Hmm. Okay. I think if I use any more time trying to think, I'm like, again, sometimes, and this is real because, like, sometimes as I'm writing affirmations, I'm like, sometimes I feel a need to quote unquote go deeper and be like, oh, like I can say it better, da da da. But again, like, affirmations are truly to just align you to the truth. The truth isn't always pretty. The truth isn't always beautifully crafted words. Sometimes the truth is just what you need to hear in the moment. And allow myself to be okay with that. And knowing that it's the words that I need to hear. And I just hope that it resonates with somebody else. But as long as it impacts Kayla, that's who I'm looking out for right now. And that's enough. All right, love bugs. So let's go ahead and recap today's affirmations. So again, Jada West and I, we are hosting a daily affirmation challenge this week. Every day at 8 a.m., we are showing up to show you how simple it is to write affirmations for yourself and to help you show up in the world as a version of you that you want to and need to be. So today's affirmations are: I allow myself space and time to release my thoughts. My creativity needs room to grow. I create space for my creativity to grow. I show up as an income producing YouTuber. And my consistency helps me show up as the person I want to be. Now, as I have, say that again. Me too. Now, I guess what I want to push ourselves to do tomorrow morning, we can show up and we can talk through how we were able to confirm the affirmations throughout our day today. That way, we have almost like that little recap and reflection at the beginning, and then we're able to reset for the next day. Here. Or so I think I also, just knowing me, I'll probably use that as a content connector on like TikTok and Instagram. That way I can kind of talk through how I was able to confirm these affirmations as well too. So I'm super excited to be able to have this challenge to really have affirmations help me, but also to show you all how much affirmations can be a big help for you. And if you're someone interested in learning about how to start writing affirmations, you are able to purchase a copy of the Off the Page Affirmation Guide at www.calebtheangel.com so you can begin starting to write affirmations to transform the way that you see yourself and how you show up in the world, and personalizing affirmations for yourself as well. But I hope to see y'all all tomorrow. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to myself and Jada West's channel. Be sure to like this live, and we will see you all next time.
The sorry, I ruined your whole ending. Sorry. The socially awkward hour.
That, because that's literally on my to-do list for today. So, also perfect timing. Jada West and I, we will be hosting a socially awkward hour in the DMV area. If you are someone looking to get connected with like-minded people, looking to have fun, and if you love a reason to dress up with a cute theme, we are going to be at Lush Cosmetics Wednesday, June 25th. And we have a sign up link that I'll also add to this. I'm literally just going to copy and paste from the description box that I already had set. And this is going to be a great event. The theme is going to be ethereal, fairy, futuristic glow. So I'm very excited to see what Jade about to come up with. Y'all might see me with my fairy wings. I don't know. We gotta see, cause I'm saying, cause it's like it's my that's my birthday week. So I'm like, I want to do like Princess Fairy vibes, just really go out there. But it's like Princess Fairy from like the year 3000. Yeah, so if you're interested, I definitely urge you to sign up. We are super excited to be able to host that event, and you literally are going to be able to make your own handmade body care products. So, what better way to just kick off the summer with a fun event and good vibes as well?
That, but that's it.
Maybe I'll like stitch it and be like, look, if you're in the DMV and you want to do it, join us. Just to kind of like highlight.
I just, yeah, and have it in the background because I was like, that's perfect. Because what are the odds they'd be fairies too?
Like, okay, we on the right time for real. Oh man. All right, love bugs. Just like I just showed y'all, we wrote some affirmations. I am already dressed and ready for work. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Jada, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for showing up with me this morning. It makes it better having someone to, hold myself accountable with. All right. And if you're not already, follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I'll probably take a picture of this and share it out to people as well too. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.